started kicking it with Diddy, right? I ran around with Diddy for 2 years, and this Diddy, we never went to the studio one time, but he was like, yo, I with your demo, that shit, you know, bad boy, but hey, Playboy, hey, here go a watch, Playboy, here go a chain, Playboy. I'm like, yo, we ever gonna rap? Like, nah.
Y'all was doing it for 2 years.
People are saying that Meek Mill accepted an offer from Diddy after someone else turned it down. This decision is said to have sparked a feud between Meek and The Game. And that's just the beginning of the whole story behind their tension.
There are several rappers that are in the closet and gay. Be gay and be proud, man.
In the world of rappers, street figures, and those who exist somewhere in between, one thing is almost always looked down upon: snitching. There's a well-known saying on the streets: snitches get stitches. And this isn't just a catchy phrase, it's a serious warning. This idea is at the heart of how the beef between Meek Mill and The Game first appeared, at least on paper. Let's go back to September 2016. The Game and Meek Mill were at a nightclub in Los Angeles, enjoying a night out. At some point, The Game sent a bottle of rose over to Meek Mill's table. Along with the drink, he gave a friendly warning to be careful and consider leaving the party early because there were reports of people getting mugged in the area. Meek followed the advice and left the club shortly after. However, only a few minutes later, Sean Kingston, who was also at the nightclub, was robbed of some of his jewelry and even suffered a few beatings. Trying to recover what was stolen, Kingston reached out to Meek, thinking he might know something about what happened that night. Here's where things took a turn for the worse. Instead of explaining that he only knew about the warnings and wasn't involved in the robbery, Meek claimed that The Game had set up the whole incident. Feeling betrayed after he had only offered friendly advice, The Game arranged a three-way phone call between himself, Meek Mill, and Kingston. The conversation quickly became heated. Meek denied any wrongdoing, but the tension escalated, leading The Game to hang up in frustration. From that point on, the beef was officially on. On paper, it appeared that The Game was calling Meek weak and labeling him a snitch, setting the stage for one of the more notable conflicts in recent hip-hop drama.
And I was on the fence about it because we were in a club and it was the homies club, and I just was like, Meek was there. And I had went over to Meek and I had told Meek, I'm like, yo, man, I got some static with Sean. So, you and your guys, like, if anything pop off, I don't know how it's gonna go. If anything pop off, y'all should just know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So Meek was like, good looking. This was Meek's first time, like, back in LA off papers. So I didn't want him in the middle of that shit because of his case. So I was just looking out, you know what I'm saying? And so some shit went left, and Sean Kingston ended up getting, trampled and getting his jewelry snatched and whatnot. Not by me, obviously. But after that, Sean Kingston called, my homie AR, rest in peace, and he was just like, Meek told me that, Game was plotting on me. And I was like, that's crazy, because I didn't tell Meek I was plotting on nobody. I just told him, like, this ain't a situation you want to be in if you just got our papers. And so I felt like Meek, kind of like, snitched.
The Game didn't let the situation slide. He later released a diss track addressing the conflict, including songs like 92 Bars and Pest Control. In his lyrics, he threatened Meek Mill directly, saying things like, "Blood will be dripping like Niagara if I poke Meek. Nicki won't get any sleep. I'm coming through at 4 a.m. My ninja Drizzy had you and you didn't act. Snitching on ninjas has never been cool." These lines made it clear The Game wasn't holding back and wanted to make his point known to everyone in the streets. Meek Mill, of course, couldn't just ignore it. Staying silent would hurt his reputation and street credibility. So he fired back, responding to 92 Bars with a mixtape that included Young M.'s hit. In his response, Meek mocked The Game by calling him a stripper-turned-rapper, referring to an old feud between The Game and 50 Cent. Back in 2006, 50 Cent had a major conflict with The Game. During their online battles, 50 claimed that The Game used to work as a stripper under the name DOA. He even went so far as to place The Game on the cover of his G-Unit Radio Part 21. Had It or Love It mixtape, wearing only a G-string. Many fans believed the image was photoshopped, but it still went viral and became a huge point of ridicule online. 50 Cent made it very clear that anyone trying to battle him would likely fail. That reputation has carried through time, and it even ties into The Game's recent involvement in the Diddy documentary. The history of these feuds shows how personal conflicts and public rivalries can stick around for years, affecting reputations and creating long-lasting tension in hip-hop.
Talk to me.
Hey, man. It's like, I don't want it to seem like I'm capping because you my brother and this.
Yeah.
Like,
Give it to me real. I want to know how my work here.
I spent half my life dedicated to a bottle of Henny. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, when I'm in the club and I'm on my Ciroc and I'm on my Deleon and I ain't bringing out no 50 wood, come on. We leaving 50 on. This is love.
Yeah, we love 50.
Back in the day, Diddy and the Game were very close. Their friendship was so strong that the Game had hopes of signing with Diddy's Bad Boy Records. Unfortunately, that never happened, and the Game eventually decided to sign with Dr. Dre instead. Before that deal, though, the Game spent a lot of time with Diddy, attending parties, hanging out in New York, and traveling with him to other cities. They had a friendly relationship, and the Game hoped their connection might lead to a record deal. However, most of their time together was social rather than business, and they never officially recorded or signed anything. Because of this close friendship, rumors started to swirl about the nature of their relationship. Street gossip claims that a well-known image of the Game, often thought to be photoshopped, was actually real. According to these rumors, the Game once worked as a male stripper and may have had a brief, secret connection with Diddy, which he ultimately turned down. This is where Meek Mill comes into the picture. After things changed with Diddy, the Game reportedly began mocking Meek Mill. He suggested that Meek had done whatever he could to please Diddy for fame and money, claiming that Meek accepted an offer that the Game had refused. Despite these claims, Meek has consistently denied any inappropriate involvement with Diddy. Still, many people remain skeptical because of a leaked video allegedly showing Diddy and Meek in a compromising situation, which some believe was leaked by Nicki Minaj. Adding to the speculation, when Diddy's former producer Lil Rod filed a lawsuit against him, a redacted name appeared referencing a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj, fueling more rumors about Meek's connection to Diddy. Even though Meek has publicly denied all of it multiple times, the recent 50 Cent documentary has reignited the conversation. Rumor has it that the Game is now joining in, teasing Meek again, even though their own beef had been settled years ago.
I asked 50 about that. I asked him to take him shopping.
He told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say?
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes.
He doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. What? I'm a nice guy.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out. No, dude, you take me. That's what a guy says to a girl. You know he loves me.
I don't think he like it.
You know he loves me.
I don't think he
oh.
So far, Meek Mill hasn't publicly responded to all of this, but a few people have shared their thoughts on the situation. One person said, "Really? The same Game who admitted he spent 2 years with Diddy but never signed a deal, went shopping with him and hung out in his circle? You're supposed to believe that fake gangster? Fake blood. His real name is JT. Look him up and you'll see him before he became the Game of G-Unit." The truth is, they've all been involved in questionable stuff since the late 2000s. Another person added, "Nicki mentioned it in one of her songs back then. She said, 'I can tell you're in touch with your feminine side.' And it doesn't stop there. Many rappers and Hollywood figures are expected to eventually speak out, as rumors continue to swirl about their personal lives. According to some, the Game isn't completely innocent either because of how close he was with Diddy. They say he was involved in some of the same behavior and that his relationship with Diddy wasn't entirely professional. Now the big questions are up to you. Do you believe the rumors that Meek Mill might have had some kind of involvement with Diddy? And after all those years of partying and hanging out together, do you really think the Game turned down Diddy's offer? We'd love to hear your thoughts on this whole drama. Drop your opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons so you don't miss future updates. And make sure to watch our next video. It's just as wild and full of surprises as this one.